Hey guys, so I'm back. I'm actually in my home in Orange County in SoCal right now. So you might notice a little change of scenery in the background. Um, but a couple things. One, before I get started, if we want to learn from each other as much as we possibly can, I think it's also important to share some of our other interests outside of the class. As you'll notice, I'm wearing a shirt that says Soul Food on it. Soul Food is a Puerto Rican restaurant located in San Rafael. And, I don't work for them or anything, but I've gone there at least 20 times over the course of the last year, and it's my favorite place to eat on earth. So if you guys want delicious food, the best chicken you're ever going to have, in my opinion, I highly recommend that you make the trip to San Rafael and you try it out. But with regards to the class, I've been told to try to be more concise with what I'm trying to say, and so I'm going to try to incorporate that feedback as best I can, and I'm going to try to quickly go through each of these 9 patents. Granted, this is a longer blog post, so it might take a few extra minutes, but hopefully it's informative and you guys will enjoy it as much as I enjoyed putting it together. So for the first patent, it's basically an inner insulating sleeve that has a couple flaps that allow hot air to be released through the vent in order to cool the beverage while also providing protection and insulation from the hot beverage when you're holding the cup. I'm going to just briefly go through each of these, and if you'd like more details, you could actually go to my blog post because I go over it pretty thoroughly, and I include the diagrams as well. Sorry about that. So for the second patent, it's basically almost like a thermos. It's a reusable cup that has an inner layer and an outer layer that has the functionality to be able to add a screw-on lid to the top, which allows for heat retention and insulation from whatever hot or cold beverage that's inside of the actual container. The third patent, it describes a thermal sleeve that is able to protect the user from hot or cold beverages. And it's in the form of a laminate. And basically, I believe that the main differentiating factor for this sleeve is that it's got this crepe paper and it's sort of foldable. I think this is kind of the sleeve that they give you at Starbucks today. You kind of unfold it and you stick your cup inside, and it's got this nice little crepe layer on the inside, but it's like a nice little cardboard to protect your hand from hot temperatures. So the fourth patent is about a reusable sleeve, actually, not a disposable one like the last one, that offers customizability because it has a little transparent section where you could include some sort of, customizable image or logo or whatever it is for the company that you might be selling it for. And this sleeve is made out of vinyl. It could be made from vinyl or silicone rubber or any material with strong insulation properties, and it's reusable, which is kind of what differentiates it. The fifth patent describes a sleeve, which I thought was pretty interesting. It has temperature gauging properties, so you can actually tell the temperature of your drink within an accuracy of about 4 degrees Fahrenheit by adding the sleeve onto your cup, which is pretty unique and cool. The sixth patent described a sleeve that had sort of perforated holes all around the sides. They call them air gaps, which allows them to be used as vents in order to not only protect your hand from hot beverages, but also allowing the cup to cool by releasing hot temperatures through the air vents. To be honest with you, I don't know how useful this would be, because wouldn't it, like, the hot air actually go through the holes and burn your hand too? I'm not sure, but that's basically what that patent describes. The seventh patent describes a sleeve that is actually resistant to water. The main thing is that it's made out of this elastomer formed into a homogeneous seamless conical sleeve. And so basically you have a sleeve that could hold both hot and cold beverages and is resistant to water. So I'm assuming this one's reusable as well. The eighth patent describes a sleeve with a unique arched shape that is supposed to reduce material costs, and basically be more environmentally friendly. And I left the diagram on my blog post, so if you'd like to look at that, you can see exactly how it's designed. And finally, the ninth and final sleeve is a disposable sleeve that's composed of a water absorbent lining and a water repellent outer layer. So the idea is that you can hold both hot and cold beverages. And I think what differentiates this one from the last one I was talking about is the material it's made out of. I think the last one was elastomer, whereas this one is a group consisting of polypropylene, polyethylene. There's a bunch of other stuff, and you could actually just read the rest. But yeah, so that finishes up this blog post. We went over 5 minutes, but I could have gone longer, and I tried to keep it as short as possible. Thanks for your time, and I look forward to seeing you on my blog in the future.